First, there were T3 revs. Then, there were T4 revs. But now, after months of waiting, T5 revs are right over the horizon. Hello gamers, in today's video we're going to be going over a few tips and tricks to make sure that you are as ready as you could be for the release of the T5 rev in Hypixel Skyblock. First off, let's talk about the stats of the T5 rev. According to this forum poster, Eric, the T5 rev will have 1.2 million HP. The damage is unknown, but Minicloon said that the T6 revs would have around 4,000 damage per second. This may not sound like a lot, but is actually quite a bit of damage. With absolutely perfect T12 in a Reaper Mask, I only have 30,000 EHP. That means that the T6 rev will be able to kill me in 7.5 seconds without me lifestealing or hitting it back. This honestly isn't that scary, but Minicloon said it was subject to change. But PoisonRain, I hear you ask, how much damage will the T5 revs do? We only know the damage of the T6 rev according to Minicloon, but using that information, we could guess that the T5 rev wouldn't be much easier. So we should over prepare for no reason, because these are just approximations and most likely are much easier than how they will actually be, because it would be odd for the T5 zombies to be easier than some of Diana's mythical creatures. Now let's go over a setup. The best sword for zombies and revs is the Reaper Falchion. No competition, get one. Nothing comes close to the damage of this beast, and it is insanely cheap at only 2.5 million coins at the time of recording this video. By the way, make sure to put Smite 6 on it. You are unable to put Sharpness or Bane of Anthropods if you put on Smite 6, and do not make that mistake, please. Now, for armor. This is a bit more tricky because there are lots of different armor sets that you could use. For example, you could use Revenant armor, Superior Dragon armor, Shadow Assassin armor, or what I use, 3/4 T12 Perfect and Reaper Mask. All of these armor pieces have their own benefits, and we are going to be going over each and every one of them so that I can make the video longer and get more watch time. Speaking of watch time, did you know that the subscribe button gives you extra pet luck and magic find if you click it? Just saying. Anyways, let's get started talking about the armor sets. Revenant armor is an armor that you obtain the crafting recipe from zombie levels 4 and 5. The armor has like a nice full set bonus, which gives you an extra 100 defense right off the bat against zombies, and it also gives you defense after you kill enough zombies. This armor set is very nice to use. After you use it, you can always resell it for profit if you get enough kills on it. This armor set is very cheap and scales very well at only 1.6 million coins, and it's very nice if you buy a decently high level set. This set has only 3/4 of the armor pieces, and it is missing the helmet. You could always throw in a random helmet, but I recommend using a zombie heart, crystallized heart, revived heart, or Reaper Mask. Note, you will require zombie level 3 to be able to use the crystallized heart. You're going to be needing zombie 6 to be able to use the revived heart, and 7 to use the Reaper Mask. So let's go over Superior now. So Superior is very nice for the extra magic find. It is also a set that you could use outside of Slayers. If you have the set, it should be good enough to do revs in. If you don't, I wouldn't recommend buying the Revenant armor set. I would suggest buying the Revenant armor set instead of Superior Dragon armor, as Superior Dragon armor is quite expensive. Okay. Now, the same goes with Shadow Assassin armor, though I would recommend using Superior over Shadow Assassin for the increased magic find, but also for the increased effective HP. It's not a bad setup at all, and Shadow Assassin is really nice because dungeons, it is probably like the best Berserker and Archer set for doing dungeons. Finally, we are going to be talking about my personal setup, which is going to be 3/4 T12 Perfect and a Reaper Mask. The T12 Perfect gives a huge boost to EHP, effective HP, and the Reaper Mask, similar to the Revived Heart, Crystallized Heart, and Zombie Heart, gives you a lot of healing. This is much more expensive than the Revenant armor, but is also very good. You won't have as much damage, just like the Revenant armor, but if the T5 revs pack huge punches, this is by far the tankiest of all 4 of these sets. You will get the most EHP and also the most healing from this setup. This setup can also be used outside of T5 revs, similar to Superior and Shadow Assassin. You could use this setup as a tank setup in the future when you get your Catacombs level up and are able to use it inside dungeons. You could also use this setup for Diana's Griffin event, as the EHP and healing is crucial when fighting against the legendary Griffin mobs. I would 100% recommend this set if you have extra money, and it is very useful even outside of Slayers. Before we move on to pets, I'd like to say that the T5 Rev may have a 4th perk, which may make them much harder, so these are just a few that might work. Maybe most of them won't work, and maybe like the T12 and Reaper Mask is the only one that will work. Who knows? Also, the 3rd perk of the Rev and like the other perks are gonna make the Revs much harder, even with a base damage of 4k. It might sound not like a lot, but these abilities of the Revs will make it much harder. The 3rd perk of the Rev, which is when it gets angry after some time, will make using Superior or Shadow Assassin smart if you are unable to kill him when he was angry, while he is angry in 3/4 T12 Perfect and Reaper Mask or Revenant Armor. The reason being is if you could kill it before it gets angry, boom, you don't need to deal with it being angry. So that's why Superior and Shadow Assassin may be smart armor sets. Now with pets, it honestly shouldn't matter too much. Most people are going to be doing T5 revs for the combat EXP, which means that the legendary wolf pet will be the best pet for those combat skill grinders, but you could also level up any pet you would like if you're able to kill the T5 rev with it. Personally, I'm going to be using my skeleton pet to level it up as I play archer in dungeons. Another reason why the legendary wolf pet will be the best pet is because it allows you to accumulate the combat EXP needed to start the quest. Not start the quest, but start the boss faster because of its 3rd perk, which gets you more combat EXP. So that's it. Thank you guys for watching the video. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and maybe subscribe if you'd like to see more content like this. Before I go, I'm sorry for speaking so fast and everything. I'm honestly not sure why I'm speaking so fast. It's just that this is like my first Minecraft video on this YouTube channel, and I'm a little bit nervous, man. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and bye!